and gentlemen, we are just 2 weeks away from the Last Stand Rumble, but we are starting off with an official WWE ID match. If you haven't seen it before, this is Brad Baylor. Always sure of himself, Chris.
The youngest WWE ID talent. Certainly has a lot to prove, and oh boy.
Think about all of my guys and how we be shining. Aspirations of these diamonds, no lights be blinding. Think they forgot who the f*** I am, let me remind them. I put in position.
California, weighing in at 211 pounds, the oldest wrestler on the planet, Ice Williams.
Here he comes, Carolina, Ice Williams.
Cooler than an IC. He's 5-0 in his WWE ID matches. Undefeated.
Wow, hey, a 5-0 record, a WWE ID talent who actually received the news of that contract right here at the Walker Texas Lawyer Arena when Booker T presented it to him several months ago. Ice Williams has always been a guy who stood out to me. From the first time I met him all the way back in Las Vegas, Nevada for one night in Vegas that we did. He's somebody who stands out. And it's no surprise to me, Chris, that he is undefeated in his WWE ID career.
Yeah, well, Booker T certainly knows how to pick them. Frankly, I think if anybody is on the right track for that prestigious WWE ID title, yeah, Ice Williams is definitely at the top.
Now remember, these guys are competing in promotions all over the country in a tournament-style bracket where a winner will eventually be crowned the first ever men's WWE ID champion. You've seen those beautiful championship belts on display from Paul Triple H Levesque before, but you know what, Carolina, I have to ask you, this is a huge showcase match. Brad Baylor, an arrogant powerhouse, good headlock takeover right there, and Ice Williams, we've seen him as a high flyer with something to prove. How do you think these contrasting styles tonight, how do you think they contrast, and which man has the edge?
I think they contrast with the fact that Ice is a little bit high flying and Brad is more, he considers himself younger, athletic, etc. But I think whoever has the edge is the one who's smarter and doesn't let his immaturity get the best of him.
Well, you know what? Right there, you talk about it. There's the classic Reagan quote, right? Youth and inexperience.
I don't know. I look at Brad Baylor, and he's just got the most punchable face here in reality of wrestling.
He's got a solid first name, though. I'm going to say that. Solid first name, but I agree with you on the face.
I mean, look, it is a blue blood.
Yes.
It reminds me of a certain young fellow, multiple initials, maybe H.
Wow.
From Connecticut.
Right now, cover here, 1, 2, and a kick out there from Brad Baylor after a beautifully executed drop kick from Ice Williams.
And certainly Triple H and others have seen enough out of Brad Baylor at such a young age to bestow upon him a WWE ID contract.
I mean, he's cocky, but he's cocky for a good reason.
Right now, Brad Baylor
did not like to be punched in the face right there.
Well, that's his moneymaker, Chris.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to say, he might have a punchable face, but he is a handsome devil. And now just raining blows onto Ice Williams. Referee MJ Bell needs to get in there, asserting some authority.
He's visibly angry right now.
You know, obviously you can use that aggression towards your favor if you're Brad Baylor. You can really try to help that propel you to a victory here this evening, but you also can't allow your emotions to get the best of you in the squared circle. Oh, good God in heaven.
Especially not in a promotion like the reality of wrestling where Booker T is watching matches like this with magnifying glass. Don't make any wrong moves here in front of the boss man.
I mean, but both of these guys are all eyes on them right now. They're top prospects in the indie wrestling scene, WWE ID talent. This is anybody. Ooh.
Great back elbow from Ice Williams. And look, going for a high risk pays for it. I mean, it's a tale as old as time. High risk, high reward, but cover here from Brad Baylor. 1, 2, and a kick out. Chris, I got to say, Brad Baylor, the aggressor here during the entirety of the course of this match, looking really good out there.
Brad probably considers himself the underdog and the away squad, and Ice Williams here being the hometown hero, if you will. So he wants to take it. He wants to bring the intensity here and try to erase that undefeated streak that Ice is on.
You mentioned that Booker T is watching. We also know that WWE ID officials are watching this match, Chris. How much pressure do you think that adds to these young competitors? And do you think they're going to try to pull out all the stops to impress the higher-ups?
Well, they absolutely will pull out all the stops, but this is the problem. Risk-reward. What happens if you make one wrong mistake? Well, hold on a second.
Cover
Roll
one,
up.
two, almost.
Is it a mistake that potentially takes that WWE ID contract away from you?
Gosh.
Wow.
Talk about breaking the ice.
But you got to go for the pin right away.
One, two.
No way. See,
See,
no,
look.
I knew that.
I agree with you, Chris. That is a rookie mistake right there. We know Brad Baylor's, what, year and a half, 2 years into the game from what I'm understanding. And to me, that is something that is a habit you got to get rid of. You cannot appreciate your work until the conclusion of the contest.
I think the ice is turning a little bit blue right now in his cheeks.
Ice Williams trying to find a way to get back in here. I mean, Chris, if you're Ice Williams, what are you thinking of? How are you going to get back in this match?
You've got to turn on and really bring back out what got you here to the dance. This is what has made Ice Williams so formidable here at the Reality of Wrestling.
Ice.
It's that never say quit attitude. Watch out.
Look at that, almost up and over. Oh. Ice Williams, this is that high risk we were talking about. Top rope, springboard, famouser. Cover 1, 2, 3, no. And you know what? I mirror the expression of Ice Williams there. I thought that was going to be all she wrote for Brad Baylor, but Brad Baylor showing that he's got a lot of heart, not letting himself get beat right there.
Well, that was his game plan coming into tonight. He said that Ice is too nonchalant, so aggression is his game plan.
Oh, nice pick kick, swing and a miss.
Wow.
Harley Race style knee. Double underhook. What is he going for? Ice Williams able to spit out of it.
Oh,
and there's that ice pick kick.
Breaker.
Ice breaker.
Oh,
Come
that was
on.
a frostbite.
1, 2, 3. Brad Baylor defeated. Ice Williams continues his undefeated streak.
Ice Williams!
6-0. Let it go. Ice Williams undefeated still.
There looked like some moments where Brad Baylor was going to be able to capitalize, but Ice Williams pulling it out. Hell of a way to start off this week on Reality of Wrestling. Still a huge fatal four-way main event for the Reality Wrestling Tag Team Championships. The row is just getting started.
AJ,
How you doing, man?
my man, I brought you in so you can pick your number to see where you come out in the Last Stand Rumble. Man, I'm excited.
Let's see, man. Yeah. Let's make sure this pick is money, money, money.
Ooh, you come out early. You got that done.
Nah. See, Book told me I could pick again.
Okay.
25. That's much more like it. Thank you, baby.
Congratulations. This mother.
Ryan Davidson. What the hell are you doing here? Well, I could ask you the same question. What the hell are you doing here? Look. Gustavo, I've known you a long time, all right? I know your tricks, and most importantly, I know your games. So if you're trying to play any of those right now, I'm not in the mood. Well, that's just it, isn't it, Ryan? You're, not in the mood lately. You're not yourself anymore. Where is this ruthless Ryan Davidson from the past? The grizzled veteran? The man that once ruled the Reality of Wrestling. Where is that man? Because the man that's standing in front of me, well, he's a shell of his former self.
Hey, I mean no disrespect. On the contrary, I'm here to help. If you'll have me, imagine what my tutelage could do for you on this last leg of your career. Imagine the heights we could reach. No. Just think about it. It's good to see you, old friend. Yes.
Do you want to become a professional wrestler? Booker T's Reality Wrestling training facility in Texas City, Texas is a 15,000 square foot facility with over 50 full-time students and wrestlers from around the world. Inside sits a 9,000 square foot venue set up for weekly shows where our students will showcase their skills in front of a live studio television audience. In the back, a full weight room complete with state-of-the-art equipment and personal trainers, along with a full staff and personnel running the day-to-day operations. Reality Wrestling provides everything you need to become a well-rounded professional wrestler, learning under the two-time WWE Hall of Famer, Booker T. Referees, ring announcers, and commentators. At Reality Wrestling, we just don't teach you how to be a professional wrestler, but how to be an elite sports entertainer. This is the reality of wrestling.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the Reality of Wrestling Women's Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Columbia, South Carolina, the Spark, Jada Stone!
The Spark is back in Reality of Wrestling after a tour in Japan. Jada Stone is coming home to the Walker, Texas Lawyer Arena.
She's been sparking the world, Jada in Japan, and she's back here at Reality of Wrestling.
And her opponent from San Antonio, Texas. She is the current Reality of Wrestling Women's Champion. She's curly and gritty, bad but fierce, an angel with an attitude. The Pink Dream, Alex Garcia.
Alex Garcia, the Pink Dream, having an incredible reign thus far as the Reality of Wrestling Women's Champion. This is her second reign with that title. And Chris, I mean, it's looking like all things are coming up pink.
Listen, I see no reason why the regime of the Pink Dream does not continue through tonight.
We're going to find out Women's Championship action and what is an action-packed few weeks we have here on Reality of Wrestling, just 2 weeks away from the Last Stand Rumble. Next week, our main event for the Reality of Wrestling Championship will be Matty Ice taking on the champion Gaspar Hernandez. Is still to come in our main event. Fatal four-way action for the Reality Wrestling Tag Team Championships. But we turn back to this match. Your co-main event of the evening, Alex Garcia and Jada Stone. Jada Stone, of course, has held championship gold before here, Chris Russo. The first ever, one half of the first ever Reality Wrestling Women's Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, and then what did she end up doing, Jada Stone? She leaves her tag team partner high and dry by going to do some sort of wrestling tour across the world, right? And then, of course, costs her team the championship. So, wait a second, Carolina, help me out here.
I mean,
how did Jada Stone get to the front of the line for this championship match?
Well, first of all, let's just start with the fact that she's been here for a little over a year at Reality of Wrestling, and she's made such an impact in such a short amount of time. She's been to all over the world, Japan, the Caribbean. She's not somebody who's a rookie. She deserves to be here.
Okay.
She's also a tag champion as well.
But
she has that under her belt.
serving to be here, Carolina, does not mean that she gets to usurp everybody else and go to the front of the line for this tag. What is going on here?
Well, look. Our executive manager, Mr. Jackson, makes all these matches. So if you have a bone of contention, Chris Russo, you can pick it up with him. But right now, what I'm seeing is Jada Stone is trying to bring the fight to Alex Garcia and doing so well.
If anybody can apply pressure to Alex Garcia, somebody as decorated as her, it's going to be Jada.
Look, we know, Chris, that Alex Garcia, of course, she's a veteran between the two. A lot of confidence as the champion, but Jada, she's hungry and she's fearless. What does Alex need to do to weather Jada's high energy offense tonight?
Well, let's slow it down a little bit here. Don't try to keep pace. Because then things like that might happen. And oh my gosh, we have a new champion?
She was lighting up that
Alex
bitch.
can't fall into Jada Stone's game plan. Alex has to make Jada play into hers.
Look at that. Oh, man. And you know what? I like that move from Alex Garcia right there. That's veteran-like instincts. It's slowing the pace down, cover 1, 2, and a kick out. Slowing the pace down, you know, maybe bending a little ruler here or there. It's not the worst thing in the world.
And don't forget, in the back pocket, Alex Gracia's got the rest of her team notorious. Never know at a moment's notice if they're going to show up, help out.
Danny Limelight, who I know is a favorite of yours, Carolina, and Rudy Garza could be waiting in the wings at any moment. Oh, man, good Lord.
Ever since Alex has been part of the Notorious faction, I've noticed that she's a lot more confident. I think because she has that insurance of those guys behind her, she's more clear on how she is.
Look, the tightrope act isn't as bad as if you know you have a net to catch you. You know, it's not as pressure-filled.
Yeah, kind of like a tightrope with a net underneath.
Irish whip into the corner. Oh, wow, look at that, Chris.
Hey,
almost a discus uppercut.
Life has been great for the Pink Dream recently. Her Pink Dream cosmetic line has been doing great. Whoa, what is going on? Hold on a second.
Whoa!
Jada just out of nowhere there.
Cover.
Turn her around.
Both legs and no.
Wow.
This has been a topsy-turvy battle between the two. Someone has the advantage, and then it flips in an instant. Look right there. Double leg
now we're just turning into a brawl here. Not exactly what Alex is used to, but hey, way to be able to change up the game plan on a dime.
Hey, man, she's from San Antonio originally. You know, they know how to throw them bows.
They get scrappy at Fiesta.
Yeah, Victoria really is a secret over there.
Oh, come on, Charles. But this is what you were talking about, Chris, that slow and methodical approach from Alex Gracia is what's going to pay her off in dividends, trying to really wear down the high-energy Jada Stone.
Alex Gracia has competed against every single type of female wrestler, and every time that they get in the ring with the Pink Dream, the answer remains the same, a victory for that Pink Dream regime.
Well, you know, Carolina, when we talk about Jada Stone, again, a former reality wrestling women's tag team champion, able to have that partner in the corner whenever she's feeling down, whenever she's worn down a little bit. Right now, all the pressure is on her. Will that pressure make mistakes that Alex Gracia could then capitalize on?
Oh, not at all. Jada seems more confident than ever since being able to travel around the world. This is Andrew Jackson. Oh! Woo! Woo!
Caught her with a live round right there. Look at that. She's going to hit it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Cover 1, 2, and no.
Look at the face of exasperation on Jada Stone. I mean, what the heck else she's saying she needs to do?
She needs to start the fire already.
Well, Jada Stone now getting fired up. Going to go for a baseball slide. Alex Gracia had it. Had it scouted, and then with a diving forearm, catches Jada Stone. They get this contest back inside the ring.
All right, if that doesn't light another fire underneath Alex Garcia, I don't know what will, because the entire Walker Texas Lawyer Arena thought that was it for the Pink Dream.
She definitely
not for me, but for everybody else.
For everybody else, okay. Well. Alex Garcia, the Pink Dream, going up top. Oh, golly.
Gosh.
Right now, on the top rope, I think Jada Stone's thinking superplex. She's thinking superplex.
It's the high rent here. Who's going to come out on top?
This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, my goodness. Spanish fly right there.
1, 2, and no, enough. 2. That was 2.
That was only a 2.
Wow.
I mean, what in the hell is it going to take to dethrone Alex Garcia?
This is one dream that just won't go to sleep. Jada looking for it again.
Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute. Oh, she caught her. She caught her. That's it. That's it. Cover. 1, 2, 3, and still. Garcia.
Here is your winner, and still the Reality of Wrestling Women's Champion, the Pink Tree, Garcia.
Alex Garcia with the biggest defense of her reign thus far. Carolina, what a match between these two women.
She's making it clear that this is her division, the women's division.
Haley.
Oh, I'm gonna have to call you back. Hold on. Hey, what up?
We're so happy to have you back here in the Row Nation doing what only you can do.
Amen to that.
But speaking of doing what you do, you're causing a lot of problems in the locker room. You're interfering in matches, and
you think you're in that top, interfering in matches? You cross the line.
Whoa. I can fix this.
Yeah. You know what? You've been promising an apology, so now go ahead. Embarrass yourself and do it. Do it
How
now.
about something better than an apology?
Oh, I like that.
How about an opportunity at championship gold?
Yes.
Where's Alex? I don't know what this has to do with
No.
Swear on me.
I am talking about tag team championship gold, because we're a family here at Row, and you two are going to learn how to work together.
No.
Yes, tag team.
You know what they say? If you can't beat him, join him. So I guess you could thank him later, because that's as close as you'll ever come to getting gold.
What a heck of an apology. What the heck of an... So you're telling me when we win, I'm stuck with that?
Yeah, I think it's butter. I think you guys are going to be great.
Yeah. Money.
I am tired. 9 years, Clay Roberts has been working harder and harder and harder, and I've watched as opportunities have gone to people that were undeserving, that weren't putting in half the work, and had twice of the talent, twice of the ability coming in the door that I had. I'm not a former NFL player. I don't have the luxury. I'm not a former bodybuilder. I don't have the luxury. My dad isn't a dead wrestler. I don't have the luxury. Let me tell you who Clay Roberts is. Clay Roberts grew up in South Alabama, the middle of the woods, single mother. Dad is in the psychiatric ward. I never had luxuries in wrestling. I should not be good at this. But I am. And I'm tired. I'm tired of acting like I'm not good at it. I'm tired of acting like I'm not great at it. For the first time in my life, Clay Roberts has the odds in his favor. The first time Clay Roberts is number 30. Last year, number 1. This year, I'm number 30 in the Last Stand Rumble. The odds are finally in my favor. And there is nothing all of the privilege can do about it. Because now, the underprivileged, the hardworking, have the opportunity to step on the graves of dead careers. And for the first time in 2025, Clay Roberts becomes reality of wrestling heavyweight champion.
Houston, Texas. For 4 decades, Walker Texas Lawyer has represented the beautiful people of this beautiful city. But we know in this city, an accident can happen at any moment. Don't go against the insurance companies alone. They have their lawyers. You should have yours. If you've been injured in an accident, call Walker Texas Lawyer today and put 4 decades of experience on your side. Visit WalkerTexasLawyer.com today.
Got your opportunity, we're gonna get ours. Always, baby.
Okay, guys. I brought you in for you to pick your number to see where you come out in the Last Stand Rumble.
Let's get it. Hey, Rudy, go ahead. You go first.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you need to go see Rudy's designer. Look at this suit. You see this? Ay, vamos, Dios. Most slept on. Look at this number he's about to pull right now. What's that? What you got over there? All right, you know, it's all good. Jinx.
Get in there. Hey, come on now.
All right, that look good for Poppy.
All right. Well, I look forward to seeing you guys in the Last Stand Rumble. Okay.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way tag team match scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Championships.
for the Reality Wrestling Tag Team Championships, and that team right there has the opportunity to break the record with a 6 championship reign. They would beat their current record of 5.
If it wasn't for the interference of Hoka and Valu MMT last month, Fly Def would have become 6-time tag team champions. But here we are, and these two men are one hell of a tag team.
The Hybrid King, Hoka and Valu, MMT.
Terrence and Terrell Hughes. You may have heard of them, but more than likely you may have heard of their famous father, Devon Dudley, from the famous Team 3D. Well, here they are trying to make a name for themselves at the Row.
NXT's own Hank and Tank in their first reign as Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Also, interesting statistic, undefeated in the Reality of Wrestling, or Hank and Tank. But when you talk about the math here, as they say now, which is a phrase that I hate, but I'm going to say anyway, the math ain't mathing for Hank and Tank. 75% chance they lose.
All right, Steiner math, please.
But there's a 25% chance they could retain. This is your main event this week on Reality of Wrestling.
Good Lord, look at all the beef in the ring right now.
That's a lot. That's a lot of weight. Well, there's our opening bell, and we are getting things underway. Fatal 4-way rules, meaning one fall to a finish, and you can tag anyone. And that is what we are seeing now. We're going to get
Terrence Hughes, one half of TNT. You know, I find Terrence and Terrell, you know, they have been wrestling on the independents for about 10 years now. And yes, they've had some TV time. Yes, they've been seen in different places, most recently the Crockett Cup a couple years ago. But where's the sense of urgency, right? Why has their name not been brought up around the rest of the Indies as a top tag team talent? It's only now that they're coming to the Reality of Wrestling.
Well, I mean,
very interesting.
You know what? I mean, I understand your point, but and I say this with all due respect. You know, the Reality of Wrestling isn't an indie, right? We're not independent wrestling. You know, we're the premier destination for everybody. And you know what? They had to work their time to get here. But no time like the present for TNT, because they have an opportunity on their debut to win the tag team championships, and Hank is tagging in Zachzilla.
And I think timing is everything, too. This might be their moment to shine. They worked hard to get here.
Here we go, side headlock from Zachzilla. I mean, Zach and Warren, the most tenured tag team in Reality of Wrestling, with the most accomplishments. 5 title reigns. Their 5th one was ended by Hank and Tank.
Tag into Terrell. Yeah, and to me, TNT, these guys have the most to prove in this match. Very nice. Oh,
Okay. One, two.
Little disrespect there.
I don't know if I love that. I'm going to be honest with you.
Disrespectful tag in to Hoka.
The hybrid king, the Tongan, Hoka.
Oh.
And now Valu tag in.
MMT, Mate Ma'atonga.
And they're taking it to Terrell Hughes right now.
That looks like a hazing.
Tag into Tank here. And that's the other thing, Chris Russo, you got to think about in this match is you got to figure out what corner you go to at times.
Or sometimes as a matter of desperation, just going to a corner to try to save yourself and live to fight another day.
Valu's a big boy, man, the biggest man in this fatal four-way match, Carolina.
Yeah, he said that they're relying on their power. They're coming for everybody. They're big, they're strong. They want everyone to respect them at this point. They earn that by being powerful.
Obviously, we know about the Samoan dynasty in wrestling, but the Tongans are also well represented in wrestling lore. And MMT are going to try to continue that Tongan heritage, but right now, hang it, Tank.
Oh!
Honk!
Oh my! Jeez.
This is your main event this week on the Reality of Wrestling.
Better turn around. Valu still don't. Oh! Legal man.
And that's the thing to keep some attention on. Valu just with some big shots going for a cover. 1, 2. Where the Hughes boys in to break it up. You know, my mother's maiden name is Hughes.
How's that make you feel?
Hopefully someone doesn't open a credit card in my name.
The Polynesian warriors, I mean, we're going back thousands of years. This is all that they know what to do, which is fight and fight and fight.
Fly tag from Fly brother Warren J. And now, Fly Death is on a mission.
I like how they've been keeping their energy conserved and striking when the iron's hot.
That's right.
Big
nice
back body drop cover here. 1, 2, excuse me, back suplex, but not enough. Hank able to kick out.
I appreciate our executive manager, Andrew Jackson, here really just making this very final when it comes to this tag team title match, right? Fly Death, Hank and Tank, they've been trying to go at it with one another, and there's been a whole bunch of riffraff going on. And for it to finally come to a head, I'm thankful for that.
Riffraff?
Yeah. I could use some worse words, but then I'd get a very stern phone call from my mother.
No, you just sound like you're 80.
Oh.
He's about to snap his leg.
Riffraff.
Zach still is about to snap off Hank's leg.
And he's trying right now. Hank looking to get to his tag team partner, fighting off the big man, Zach Zilla. Blind tag from Hoka, the Hybrid King.
This is where tensions start to boil over. Didn't anticipate that tag, but now look at this.
He's not the legal man now. Hoka's the legal man. And no, rolls through, and here comes Tank.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh.
Billy Boy's on fire.
Oh my good grief.
I've never seen a cartwheel kick like that before. And oh, now here comes Fly Death to stop the roll.
That actually is not going to work.
Hank tags in. Tank tags in Hank. And right now, it is Bedlam. And yeah, Hoka, the legal man. Uh-oh. They're about to do it. 1, 2.
All right.
The Billy Boys had this match won, had their titles retained, but everybody decided to break up the count.
Wow.
team.
So now the question becomes, how do you retain control here and get back to a situation where we can have a pinfall? Someone could come out on top.
Well, I still believe that Hoka and Hank are the two legal men in this match.
But it's like everybody else has to get taken out in some way, shape, or form. Oh!
And right now, Valu just took out Hank. And TNT, the Hughes boys, taking out Valu. Fly Brother Warren J. I mean, you cannot stop.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get one more for it. How about it?
Terrence and Terrell standing tall. TNT in their Reality of Wrestling debut.
Wow, the Walker Texas Loyal Arena.
Wait, hold on. This seems all too familiar.
Hey, Brad, what usually happens after a 3D?
I think we're getting the tables. TNT, the Hughes boys taking after Brother Devon, the Hall of Famer, and the Dudley boys looking for some tables.
Do we stock tables under the ring?
You always got to have something.
Oh, watch out!
Hoka goes flying to the outside.
What? Big tease for oh boy. Oh, the Dudley boys just they throw it in, giving it their all here.
Drive-by bellying.
That might be a crime in about 38 states. Oh.
But not Florida.
Nothing's a crime in Florida.
And here we go, Hank and Tank. They have Hoka up top.
2-on-1 in a very, very bad predicament for Hoka.
In all this excitement, I still believe Hoka is a legal man.
Yes.
Terrence and Terrell. Oh man. Well, that hurt.
How about why not add a third one?
Right now, looking for a big superplex on the top rope.
And oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh, there was a tag. There was a tag.
That was a tag.
Huge. Absolutely huge off the top rope. But it was Warren J. Warren with the big. They got it.
They did it.
Here are your winners. And now, Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions,
Warren J getting the blind tag there, and Fly Dev showing their veteran instincts, and now an historic 6th reign as the Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions. An incredible main event this week on the Reality of Wrestling, as we are just 2 weeks away from the Last Stand Rumble. But guess what, guys? For our executive producers, Booker and Charmel Huffman, for my broadcast colleagues, Chris Russo, Carolina Teague, and for our director, Kevin Bernhardt, my name is the Bo Brad Gilmore, and we'll see you next week on the Reality of Wrestling.